With the season on the line Thursday night, Mason took on Western Brown in the Ohio High School Baseball Tournament.
Yeah, it's the type of game most of these players will never forget when you play on this type of stage. However, nobody anticipated the type of history that one Mason baseball player would be chasing Thursday night. It might sound like a stretch.
We get to see Brenden Garula on the bump here.
To call anything perfect.
Filthy curveball again.
But Thursday was a perfect night to take a swing at the history books.
So I actually did know it was happening.
Pitcher Brenden Garula saw lots of swings that night with not much contact.
Strike three, another.
His dominance was on full display, that's for sure. I looked back at the scoreboard and there were no hits, and then I realized, like, I haven't walked anyone either. I'm like, I'm throwing a perfect game right now.
No hits, no walks, no earned runs, 38 pitches thrown.
He had gone through the lineup the first time perfectly. That's when I started to pop in my mind, like, maybe this could happen. You know, obviously you don't want to jinx it.
Ben Holler is the voice of Mason baseball on the school's student-run broadcast.
Top of the sixth, Brenden Garula.
He had a perfect view.
They had a lot of base runners kind of through the middle of the game, 4th, 5th, 6th inning.
As Mason clung to a 1-0 lead.
Was a runner on third.
They could have broken through, but once again, they struggled offensively.
Comets still lead 1-0.
You're already in a situation where you know you're playing for your season and to keep your season going and your team together.
Top of the seventh here at Comet Stadium and Brenden Garula.
As he took the mound in the 7th and final inning, Garula was well aware of how close he was.
I strike out the second batter of the 7th inning. I'm like, I'm one out away from a perfect game.
2 pitches later, Garula was 1 strike away.
He's 0-2.
From perfection.
Nothing on.
And 1 pitch
Western Brown so far
was all he needed.
Strike 3! Perfection! Brenden Garula!
I spiked my glove on the ground and met my catcher halfway, and we just jumped and celebrated. Obviously, yeah, I threw a perfect game, but also that means we get 5 more days together as a team.
A perfect ending to Brenden Garula's perfect game. What a moment, what a night for him. It was the 105th recorded perfect game in the history of OHSAA baseball. And to make it even more wild, I'm going to throw some numbers here out at you. Out of 21 outs in that game, 17 of them were strikeouts, and he did it with just 78 pitches. Not to mention, Mason's only run they scored on Thursday night was scored by Garula.
He's like, you ever watch the old Bugs Bunny cartoons where he plays pitcher for a second? Yeah, that was Bugs Bunny.
What a night for him to do it in 78 pitches.
And that means at least a minimum 55 strikes. I don't know how the ball strike breakdown, but for a high school kid to do it, it's impressive.